We're a couple minutes late on our Facebook Live.
That's because we've been so busy.
I know.
Showing and writing offers already today.
Yeah, it's definitely been a busy time. I'm Angie Utek, broker owner of Ace Realty, along with
Lori Smith, broker associate here at Ace Realty.
So we can announce our winners today from our March Madness basketball contest, where if you attended Ace Realty open houses throughout the month of March, you could draw for points, see how many points you would get, and then we're giving away 3 prizes for Huron bucks.
There we go. So you can shop local.
Yeah. So our first place winner was Denny and Kathy Meyer. So you are the winner of $100 in Huron bucks. So congratulations. And our second place was $50 to David Riddle, and they were both attended many of our open houses.
Yes. And third place went to Jennifer and Juan Savulera. You won $25 in Huron bucks.
So this was, of course, the first time we tried this, and it really was a lot of fun, and people were excited to see how many points they'd draw, and would let their kids draw, or then maybe the next time if the kid drew something pretty low, then they'd give the basket over to someone else. So that was kind of fun. Since we are through March already, which I can't believe, the weather doesn't really seem like it, but
spring has not completely sprung. I still see white stuff on the ground.
Much better. We definitely, with the warmer weather, have seen a pickup of activity.
Definitely.
Yeah, so that's pretty exciting. We're still finding that price point of around that 150 range is going very, very quickly. Still, there's still some great property out there, especially in that upper price point, to a 50 and above. A lot of great houses to choose from. So if you've been thinking, hey, you know what, we should maybe put our house on the market, and you're going to be in that 1 to 150 range, and you want to upgrade to one of those great houses we have on the market, and put your 150 on the market, and I bet it doesn't take very long to sell.
I bet things are moving very quickly. We have a very low inventory right now, and with a low inventory, of course, it kind of makes it more of a seller's market because buyers don't have as many choices out there. And again, under that 150, they're just moving so quickly.
So since March has come and gone, we wanted to talk a little bit about our statistics for March. And Lori and I and all the agents here at Ace Realty get asked a lot, what's happening with the marketplace? And really, it does depend on what price point you're at, because the market varies greatly from each price point to another. But for March, we have a thing that's called, or a term I should say in real estate, that's called absorption rate. And what that means is if we did not take on any new listings at all, how long would it take us to sell our current inventory? And if we just look at March, that number is 4.74 months. So anything, 6 months they consider to be a stable market. Anything below 6 months is really considered to be a seller's market. Above 6 months, more of a buyer's market. So if you look at our year to date, we're at 5.24 for absorption rate. So really a pretty balanced market. But again, as Lori said too, it depends on the price point and so forth. So our average sale price for March was $95,000 this year compared to $154,000 last year, which obviously is a big difference. But if some of you, how many houses do you think sold in all of March? If you were to guess, I would guess most people probably will not guess the right number.
No.
They're going to guess high, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think. So for 2019 in all of Huron, for Huron residential, and that's what we're talking about here is Huron residential, we sold 7 houses in March. 7 houses in the entire town of Huron for Huron residential, which seems probably to most people to be super low. And we'd like it to be more because that's how we make a living. But last year it was 8. So really we're very stable compared to where we were a year ago.
And I think that just goes back to the fact that there's such a long winter. Nobody wants to move when it's cold out and there's snow on the ground. And so because we had a little bit longer winter. March, we thought had started out a little bit slow, but in reality, it really didn't start out any different than last year. I mean, one sale different. So we're right back on track again. And again, going back to the low absorption rate and few number of houses on the market, it is making it for a seller's market.
Yeah, so again, we would really like to take on some new listings and get those 150 price point, especially get some new houses on the market in that range, and open it up so that you could take the opportunity to buy some of those really great houses that we have on the market for 200 and above. There's some really nice places that we have listed here in Huron. If you look at the most popular price points, as we've been talking about, as we look at the market summary report for March, you can kind of look to see, there were, what do we have here, Lori? We've got one house that sold in 30 to 40 range, one from 40 to 50, one from 50 to 60, one from 90 to 100, two from 120 to 140, one from 180 to 200, and that makes up your 7.
Yeah, nothing after that. So again, it just shows that under that 200 mark is, where we're struggling to keep the listings available. They seem to be going pretty quickly, and then it gets even slimmer as that price range goes down.
And another stat that's pretty interesting, but in 2018, at the end of March, we had 23 pending sales. Right now, we just have 13, so big reduction there. But I think there are a few sales that are pending that are just still showing as active on the MLS until we're through inspections and so forth. And perhaps we have a few more of those lingering out there than we did last year. Maybe. Yeah. I guess I think that April will be very telling to see if we're going to really have an uptick in closed sales or not.
Yeah. I'd have to say too, because right now you can look at quite a few listings on the MLS and you can see that they're active, but if you go in and read, you do find that they have an offer. So I think just because we had that slow start, that a lot of them just haven't gotten through their inspection process, and once the inspection comes, we're going to see way more pending, so we'll catch up to that 23.
And, look at the new listings, if we look at that. So last year, at the end of the March, we had brought on 32 new listings, and this year we've only brought on 13.
That's huge.
That is absolutely huge. So if we're going to look at one thing that's happening in the marketplace right now, I would say we look at that to say, I know because it has been a long winter and a lot of people think, I just want to wait till it's a little bit nicer until spring to list our house. And then it is, of course, spring, but it hasn't been all that nice. So many people are probably delaying a little bit longer than they had planned before they list their house. But now's the time. Now is the time to get that listed because the buyers are out there, they're looking. And again, that stat's pretty huge.
Yeah. Well, and then it just kind of goes into, active listings right now. At this time last year, we had 88 active listings, and to now only have 73 active listings. Again, big difference in those numbers from last year to this year. So I think things will really start to get fired up and get busy.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing a little bit of that now. So, of course, we'd love to talk to you about the market and what's happening in the marketplace. We do try to keep abreast of all of the stats so we can keep everyone informed the best and see where we should price property and that sort of thing. So we'd love to talk to you at Ace Realty. Give us a call at 605-352-8618, or we definitely want your questions because we do get a lot of questions and we're happy to answer them here. And you can send your questions to office@acerealty.net. And I think I'd like to just announce those winners one more time in case they didn't catch the front part of the show. So first place winner of $100 in Huron bucks for our March Madness contest is Denny and Kathy Meyer. So please give us a call, stop in, and we'd love to give you those Huron bucks and probably take a picture.
Of course, gotta have a picture.
And second place, $50 to David Riddle. And third place, $25 to Jennifer and Juan Sabuer. So we hope to hear from you.
Thank you. Have a good day.